How much does it really cost to have a successful release of your music? Let's find out. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be outlining how much it costs to have a successful release. That means something that's well planned out, something that is a good track that has good quality production and also has a lot of marketing around it. That means promotion and also all of the digital assets that go with that promotion. And also all of the currencies are going to be in pounds because all of the figures that I know are based in the UK, but I imagine most of the costs are the same between country and country. So if you work out the exchange rate, it should be pretty simple. Now, if you've released music before, you probably already know a lot of these costs. However, as you'll also know, they can vary hugely, and there's lots of little hacks that you can do to save money, and also there's maybe things that you don't want to try and save money on. So if you have any advice for anyone else or any experiences, comment below and let people know. But this video is primarily for people who have never released a track before and are currently doing their research to find out how much they should budget. In the video, I'm going to explain from the songwriting process all the way down to the marketing of your music. And there's no point in having an amazing song if you don't have the marketing. And if you push out a song and spend a lot on marketing, but the product, the track is not good, then you're just going to be burning your money. So you need to have a good balance of the two. So let's start with the songwriting. I imagine as an artist, you are going to be the songwriter yourself. You'll have your art, you'll have your message that you want to get out there, and therefore you can write the songs yourself. If you do want to employ a songwriter, there are so many different deals around. If they truly believe in the music, they will take a percentage of the royalties. But if they are an established songwriter, they're probably going to want an upfront fee as well. And that can be from £1,000 upwards to be able to get a professional songwriter. So for your first few tracks, I recommend writing your own songs. Some people do it in their bedroom and just with a guitar or a piano and just start writing the song there. And also if you want to have a day in a music studio for that songwriting session, then it's going to cost you about £250 for the day. You can get a music studio for a half day. Of course, that's going to be half the price. It's completely up to you and what you need. I would recommend saving the money and just finding somewhere where you can write a song yourself without having costs from the very, very beginning. Once you have the song written, you're going to need to work on your image. Now, this involves getting your logo, your photography, your artwork. A logo and artwork can be around £50. You can go onto Upwork and hire a graphic designer who specializes in music, and they will charge you between £50 and £100, but £50 should do it for each item. You want a professional looking logo that you love and really suits your vibe. And then also the artwork is so important, even more important than ever, because now people sit and look at the artwork on Spotify while they are listening to your track. So you need to budget £50 each for those things. Once you have your artwork, you're going to start to understand your vibe as an artist and the image you want to put out there. So you're going to want some initial photography, especially if you're going to be going for press. So arrange a photo shoot with a professional photographer. You can try doing this for free if you're on a budget by asking a student photographer if they're looking to build their portfolio. However, if you're worried that you won't necessarily get the quality, then you can hire a photographer in London for about £100 to £150 for the day. The photographer will find places where you can do the photo shoot, and also they will use things like Photoshop and Lightroom to make those photographs pop. So you're not just paying for someone with an expensive camera to take snaps of you. You're paying for the editing and post-processing as well. So when you do get sent those photos, they look amazing. And finally, if you're going to be applying for music festivals or playing live venues, then you're going to want an EPK. An EPK is an electronic press kit, and it's simply a PDF that is designed to give people a full perspective of who you are as an artist, how many followers you got, the tracks, your previous successes, and your just general vibe will be all in this EPK. And an EPK, well designed, can cost anywhere between £100 and £200. So you've got your image, you've got your song written, you're going to need to get it produced. Now, a good producer, including the studio time, is going to cost you around £1,200 per track. Again, all producers charge different amounts depending on their reputation and depending on the genre. Now, some genres are cheaper than others because you might need a basic beat or you might need something incredibly complicated. So it depends on your needs, but the average is between £1,200 and £1,500 for a track. Now, if you need a full album, of course, it can cost around £3,600 for a full album. So it gets cheaper per track if you put in a bulk order. So now your track sounds amazing and you've got your image right, but you want some visuals to go with it. You're going to need a music video. Music videos cost between £1,000 to £3,000. If you're on a budget, maybe just book a live session and get someone to film you playing live, and that can be used as your music video. It's a much cheaper way of doing it, and also you won't have so much pressure to try and get views on your music video in the early stages because most people aren't watching music videos of emerging artists. And you're going to now need to get your music out there. And to get your music onto platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, you're going to need a distributor. A distributor will get your music onto those platforms and collect the royalties for you and make regular payments. So a distributor is going to cost about £20 per year, and that is for unlimited releases. A distributor you can use that has those prices is either CD Baby or DistroKid. They both equally do a good job. If you want more information on which distributor to use and which is best for you, I've done a full video comparing the distributors and I'll link that down below. If you want an online presence, it's incredibly cheap. I don't think that artists these days need a website. But a website on Wix or Squarespace, it costs you £10 per month. And it's so easy to make a website. It's simply just drag and drop. So at least when people Google your name or they want tour dates or they want more information, then they can find it by Googling your name. So simply create a Wix website, sign up for £10 per month. There are templates on their website that you can use, and you can make sure that everyone has access to the information that they need. Once you've got those digital assets, you need someone to get them out there. And that's where you need promotion. You need PR and radio and marketing. Someone who's going to really push out your music. Now, if you're a subscriber to this channel, we are literally telling you how you can do this yourself. You don't need to employ someone else if you have the knowledge. However, if you don't have time or you're looking for someone professional, you can hire someone to do it. So if you need press and radio, it's going to cost you somewhere between £1,000 to £2,000 for a full campaign. If you're wondering how to do this side of things yourself, Maddie has done a full video. So I'll link that one down below as well. And she will explain to you how to get on those major blogs and radio stations. If you really want that extra push, we recommend social media ads. Now, I have covered social media ads in so many of our videos, so do check out one of our social media videos because it explains the ins and outs on how to effectively invest your budget and getting your music out there. And you need anywhere between £200 to £2,000 to make a significant difference. Now, if you only have, say, £200, we recommend only promoting to an audience that has discovered you before. So target an audience who have visited your Instagram profile before, for example, or have been on your website, or have clicked a link, or just engaged in some way. And therefore, you will find the conversions to streams will be more because they already know you. But if you do have, say, £1,000 to £2,000, you can go out to a wider audience. Again, I cover this in so much more detail in other videos, but it is so important that you get your budgeting right and your targeting right. Another Another thing you can do instead of social media ads is pay influencers for shout outs on your track. It is the best organic way of getting people to be aware of you as an artist as well as listening to your track. And influencers can cost anywhere between £10 to a shout out all the way to £1,000. It just depends how many followers they've got and how engaged those followers are. And again, if you want to know more about this, then we'll link a video in the description where you can find out about how to reach out to influencers and how the process works. So for a successful release, it's going to take a lot of money to make the song, to get the song out there. This costs a lot. And the likelihood is you're not going to want to just release one track. You're going to finish one track and then want to release another one. So it is an expensive hobby that you have decided to subscribe to. However, it is so worth it. If you get your marketing right and you're selling out your gigs, the rewards are amazing, both financially and just for yourself in getting your art out there. And it's going to cost around £3,000 total, all the way up to £5,000, depending on what you budgeted and where you decided to invest your money. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more music marketing videos like this one, then we do upload 3 times a week, so hit the subscribe button and we'll see you in the next one.